Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Real Long Walk. And we were stuck there for a second. It was almost the real long just sit there and stare at the ocean. Not exactly the most entertaining video. Then again, that is kind of what the videos have been here in the last couple months. So, not too far off. I'm going to do no wool. All right, on wool. You sheep can retain your clothing for now. These all mountainous areas are... Okay, I'm still good on food. Yeah, I'm going to definitely have to... You know what? Oh, hello. Go ahead and kill these cows now. Got cow tipper, that's nice. Guess I haven't got any leather in a while. Since I updated last. Or maybe to the full release. No, I definitely killed some cows since then. Okay, where are the spider? Yes, I said, where are the spider? Oh, man. Oh, crap. Ooh, that was not the best. Oh, up. Gotta sleep. Gotta go to bed. Gotta take a snooze. If you don't snooze, you lose, man. If you don't snooze, you lose. Okay. Well, that was a nice sight to see right before bedtime. Where do you hide at, cow? How? Stupid freaking cow. That's what you get. That's what you get, cow. Oh, great. Is there a spawner? No, there's just one of them in it. Where do the cows keep coming from? How do I keep not killing you all? I'm tired of your face. Just tired of your face, man. Anyway, this was quite the beginning of the video, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess that's what I get for saying, hey guys, look at my consistency, guys. I'm doing a video of the Real Long Walk every other day, guys. I'm so consistent. Yep, that's what I get for bragging. Shook can't brag. Shook should learn by now that he cannot brag. If he ever brags, whatever he's going to do, you know, is going to fail. But I think I will do one last brag, just see what happens. Hey guys, you know what? I'm 30 years old and I have not earned $200 million. That's bragging. I don't care what you say, you know. That's bragging, you know. Most people have very likely earned $200 million in their lifetime by the time they're 30. So yeah. Consistency. Please fail me now. Fail me all up in this joint. This time, I don't know why I dumped those out when I was coming over here to kill these cows. So yeah, this week I have not been feeling the super best. I mentioned it a little bit in the last episode. Just punch this cow to death. May as well. And then show my incredible inability to be coordinated. I do not have any stone. Wow. I have plenty of iron. Why am I really being worried about conserving it? You're gonna have to go caving eventually. Don't worry about conserving your iron, Chook. Just do it. Well, guess all the cows wandered off anyway. 38, 17. Yeah, I think I'm good. It'll be a couple episodes before I have to worry about cooking that up anyway, so not overly worried about. Well, there's some more cows. Some more cows to meet my sword. Getting into some mountainy areas. You know what, we're gonna let those cows live. So yeah, I've been inconsistent this past week or so. Hoping that will change. It should. I didn't feel too good yesterday, or the day before, or really not any this week, to be honest. But after about midday Friday, I did get to feeling quite a bit better. I should say midday yesterday. I'm recording this kind of in the morning, so it is technically Saturday. Saturday somewhere, including right now. Right here. Is that part of a thing that just ain't generated, or is that a floating island? That may be a floating island. Still nothing happening. That's cool. You don't see that very often. Yeah, you really don't. Oh yeah, it's definitely a floating island. Cool, let's get up there and do some sky blocking. That is weird. There's the island up there. And there's this weird formation right here. There's a Tetris block back there. Dun, 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 dun. Every time I see a shape like that, it makes me think of Tetris. Then some pumpkins. I was coming over here to be with the pumpkins, basically. Then I kind of realized that it was being silly to go over there to be by the pumpkins. And then I continued to be by the pumpkins anyway. You know what? Don't care if it's silly to be with the pumpkins. Just do it. That's the motto so far of the episode. Just do it. Unless it's murder. Then please don't do it. Actually, I'm very sure there's a lot of different instances where you should completely not use the expression, just do it. So, yeah. Just do it as long as it doesn't harm anyone else, nor yourself very much. Yes! Why was I wanting to give a piece of advice like that? I'm the last person who should give advice to anybody. Anyway, let's talk about video games. Why don't we? Now, I've been playing a game, I mentioned it. I guess we can talk about two different games that I've been playing some here lately. I did bring it up during the live stream with Tonic. And I'm going to eventually do a random gaming video on it. But that game is One Finger Death Punch. Which it did not need the sound effect there. The sound effect probably hurt its reputation. I apologize, One Finger Death Punch, for putting that smear all over your reputation. Your stellar reputation to this point. But yeah, that's a really fun game. You should check it out if you have not. It's basically a one-finger game. Did the computer just make a beep, or did my mouth do that? Was I accidentally just that dude from Police Academy? Let's get a little bit more. Well, may as well. Going to be making some more beds eventually. Oh, I tried to shear that chicken. It did not work. Anyway, yeah, One Finger Death Punch. Really cool game. It is. I don't really know how to describe it. It It's kind of actiony. I'm almost thinking of a rhythm type game almost, in that you have to time the button presses. Basically, to be down to the nitty gritty, you play a stickman who's in the center of the screen. I think he's always in the center of the screen. I think the screen's always moving with him. You see, I play a game, but I have such a terrible memory that I can't remember details like that. I'm sure that he's always centered, though. I'm almost certain that he's always centered in the center screen. It's not that big of detail, so quit getting hung up on that, Shook. You should quit getting hung whenever you're playing, playing video games for YouTube. It's a little inappropriate, actually. But anyway, you're the stick man, and I've been using the Xbox 360 controller. You can use your mouse, and whenever you what? Apparently, I cannot talk worth anything right now. It's another reason why I sometimes don't do YouTube videos whenever I'm easily distracted, because I'm always easily distracted, so best not to do it at the super distracted times. So yeah, right underneath your stickman guy is like this little indicator thing. I guess it's kind of like it comes out kind of like this. If there's like a area here, there's an area over here, and these stickman figures will be coming from both sides of the screen. And let us sleep, and I will talk about it more. Well, I kind of talk about it now, but yeah, if a stickman figure comes over here, then you do like the right mouse button. And if a stick figure comes from this side and gets within range, you do the left mouse button. Like I said, it's very timing oriented. Rhythm probably is not the right word for it. It has good music, but the music I don't think actually affects the gameplay at all. I don't think, anyway. Oh, that was a good bit of food right there. Oh my, there's being a lot of cows. They knew that I was wanting some food. So yeah, it is a very simplistic game. I mean, that's kind of one of the cool things about it. It's super simplistic, but super fun at the same time. It's yeah, pretty much you just, as the enemies come into range, you press the button or you click it, Which the reason that it's called one finger death punch is because you can play it with one finger, basically. I'm doing that right there with one finger. Those, you know what? I think how do people normally use mice? Out of curiosity, do you normally use one finger for your mouse or two fingers for your mouse? Because the way I have my hand right now, and I think that's the way I always play video games, though now that I think about it, I can't remember for sure. It's one of those weird things where sometimes, like, you get worried if you're walking a little bit strange, but you can't actually remember how you actually walk. So you're like, am I walking really weird right now? Or normal? I'm not sure. or one of those things. Maybe I'm one of the weirdos who. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks up stuff like that, who can't remember how to actually, do just the simplest things like that. But yeah, I'm almost certain that this is how I typically play video games and use my mouse. I have my my pointer finger right here, and I'm pressing that with my middle finger. Is that normal? How weirdo am I? Am I a mouse freak? A computer mouse freak? It wouldn't surprise me if I was, but is that normal? I don't know. You guys tell me, please. Am I a weirdo? I need to know these things. And now this is really bugging me. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Whoa! Running into the cactus, however, is not the right way to play the video game, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm very certain of that. No cactus running into's. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a spawner in this world in a desert. You know, I don't see it that often. Whoa, crap. Oh. Okay. Just thought I'd check. Just thought I'd see what would happen. You know what they say, curiosity killed the dumb shook. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, about possibly using my mouse wrong. Yeah, leave it. Oh. Apparently I don't know how to walk. After all. But yeah, leave in the comments down below if you use the mouse the same way and if that is normal. Or if you use the mouse in some strange way, let me know, I guess. So we can be weirdos together. Unless you're really weird and use your tongue to use a mouse. Like you have working hands, but you choose somehow to use your nostrils and your tongue to press the buttons in time. Actually, that takes a lot of skill, actually, and a lot of endurance on your spine, because that sounds like that could be painful. So anyway, One Finger Death Punch, really good game. That summed that up. If you want to see more of it, go over to my buddy Tonic's channel. He's been... Okay, don't just run off like a crazy person. Kind of surprised I haven't came across any villages. We've kind of been having some good plains areas. Is there any spawners down there? Nope, no spawners. You know, running, you make more distance, but then again, I have very definitely ran off and just killed myself in very stupid ways in Minecraft. Like, just what would have happened if I hadn't slowed down in time. But yeah, and I'm going to do a random gaming video on it too. Because when I find a good game, I like to share it. I like to let people know, hey, this game is legit. Unlike the way I just said that, which is not legit, but the game is. So yeah, if you comprehended anything from my statements about the game and it sounds good, then look it up. And check out Tonic's video and my video when it goes up. I think think Tonic's doing a full Let's Play on it. I know that was his plan. There's a lot in that game too. That's another cool thing about it. There's a crap ton of stages, and you do things slightly different. In each one, different ways to challenge yourself in it. So yeah, it's got a lot of content. And like I said, a very simple game. Okay. We're done with that talk now. So let's talk about another game I've been playing here lately. And that game is The Walking Dead. I brought it up in one episode. I can't remember which one exactly. Which episode did I bring it up in? I'm really not sure. It was 2 or 3 episodes ago anyway that I was playing it, and I was going to wait until I had played more of it to talk about it. I have played more of it since then, so let's talk about the Walking Dead games. Now, for a while, you know, I'm kind of a Walking Dead fan, I guess. I watched the first 3 seasons, I think. Haven't kept up with it since then. I really haven't been keeping up with TV, period, here lately. Since I started YouTube, I barely, barely kept up with the TV. But yeah, I've watched the first 3 seasons. I know. I never heard of it until I started doing a bit of research on zombies, and I was like, oh. My buddy says this is a cool series. Let's look it up. So yeah, it was a good game. Not game. I mean, it is a good game. Spoiler alert. My consensus is good on the game. But the series was pretty good from what I saw. I guess it always, things always have the possibility to go off the deep end of insanity. But from what I saw, show is good. Talking about the game now. Oh. Mushroom biome. Cool. Looks like we'll be sleeping on a mushroom biome. Mushroom Island. Yeah, the games are good from what I've played. I've played the first season of it. Played through it all. It is very good at making you feel guilty about your decisions, which is what they were going for, I'm pretty sure. You make decisions that will wind up, killing major characters in it. And yeah, that is very cool, I think. People will live or die by your decisions. People will wind up not helping you or helping you because of your decisions too. So yeah, I find that really cool. Whoa. And when I do that, I think sometimes my mouse sometimes does get stuck. Because I don't think I actually double clicked on it. Ooh. Okay, get in the thing. Thank you. But yeah, it's a really good game. Characters are really good too. You know what I hate? When I really enjoy something and I have trouble coming up with stuff to talk about it. I did this with One Piece. I love One Piece, but I found it really hard to talk about it. I hate that. It's annoying. Anyway, to hopefully get to the Walking Dead games and be coherent and talk about them. I'm not going to go into any spoilers because that's definitely, something that I would not want to spoil. Although the spoilers would probably only work if you did things the way I did them, so technically you almost couldn't spoil the game unless you talked about every single way you did something. Well, I mean, there are some good shock moments, unexpected moments. So, So yeah, there is that. Um, yeah, I've really been enjoying it. They're good at making you want to keep playing it. Although there have been some gaps in it, in my playing of it. I played through the whole first episode in like one morning and part of the second episode. Then I didn't pick it up for like 3-4 days, and then I played through another episode then, and then, or maybe not, well, probably not a whole episode then, but finished up the second one probably, and picked up the third one the next day, and then played some of it, and then, but it does make you come back. There's been a lot of games that I just have not come back to at all, and I'm definitely feeling compelled to come back to them, which is a good sign of the game, getting caught up in the stories, and how you can change the story. What else can I talk about it? I do need to be careful. I don't want to do spoilers in it. Hmm. Yeah, okay. It's a very hard game to talk about now. Dang it! I can use the same sentence as I used in The Novelist. It is a guilt simulator. If you want to feel guilty about something, play that game because you will feel guilty. Uh, yeah. One of the interesting things, I know some people don't like it because they want more focus on the zombies, but I tend to be more entertained by kind of the human side of it, And the show was really good at it too, dealing with people's uh, reactions to, a world where, zombies are alive, quote, alive, not quote, open parentheses, ellipses, what am I trying to think of? Quotation marks. Yes, that's the quotation marks. Uh, when they raise, their hands and they do the quotation marks to each side, that's what you do by, do for alive there. Um, yeah, they do a good job of making you intrigued by people who are living in definitely unusual circumstances from what we know. Now, I will talk about this part. In season 1, I'm already into season 2. I've completed 2 episodes out of, I think, 5 of season 2. There's only 2 seasons of The Walking Dead. I don't know if they're doing more or not. But um, in episode 2 of season 1, there's a part where your food is very limited. There's not very much food left. They've been surviving for quite a while off of stuff they've scrounged up, and there's only so many pieces of food you have, and you have to choose who gets fed, pretty much. I found that very interesting. I was like, who should I feed? There's children. there's there's people who were trying to do things. So it's a very interesting decision and dilemma there. Found that really interesting. And there's definitely parts in it's actually making me want to play through it again. Because, like I said, those characters who you choose whether or not they live or die, they play pretty important roles. So what happens if they do? Do the other people, you know, do the other people somehow funnel back to do that thing that the other person did? Like if person A dies and person B lives, but next time you play it, person A lives and person B died. Did I say that backwards? You know what I'm trying to say. Would person A and B kind of have the same role in the story, or would it be different? Would it be a completely different story? So that's something I'm definitely curious about. I think I'm probably going to play it a second time to see other endings. I tend to play through games like that pretty slow. If you've watched Let's Plays of me play games like that, or any games, I do tend to play them a little bit slowly. Because I do like to explore, find everything there is to find. I don't like to miss any sort of content, I guess you could say. Uh, Especially when decisions are on the line. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I do tend to play through them slowly, but replaying it, I can replay it kind of fast and loose. If I miss dialogue or whatever, then I'm not too concerned. Now, if it starts being almost like a completely different game that I've never played, then I will probably slow back down on it. But yeah, I don't really expect that to be the case. Maybe. Don't spoil it too bad if you already know, but yeah, I'm pretty intrigued to see how different you can make the game. Another thing I like about the game is they tell you what decisions other people made. I find that pretty cool and intriguing. And kind of make you feel guilty. Like everybody else decided to be nice, and I accidentally was a jerk, or I chose to be a jerk there. Um, so yeah, that's happened. That's been the case a few times. Not very often though, to be honest. I do try to be a nice guy in games, and it looks like most people do. That's something that's really weird. Now, there's been a couple instances where I've accidentally, you know, done something that I didn't really want to do, which I guess maybe that's the point. You're very limited in the amount of time they give you. There's kind of a time bar underneath the queue, for you to make your decision. And I've misread a thing and and chose the wrong thing that I wanted to do, or I was just kind of not paying as much attention as I should, which is shockingly realistic. Because if you're not paying very well attention, you can do stuff in real life that you regret. So yeah, there's been a time or two like that. Like, crap, I wish I was paying better attention so I would have known how to respond better. So yeah, but mostly I try to be a nice guy. But sometimes you're not rewarded for being a nice guy in that game. Sometimes you can't be a nice guy in that game. That's another thing. So yeah, it's a cool game. Very cool. I am enjoying it. I'm really curious to see how the second ends. It better not be a cliffhanger because, well, I will feel very sorry for people who have been waiting for quite a while to get a sequel. It would be like almost like Half-Life 3 if they made people wait this long. So yeah, I'm betting they're not going to be making a sequel for it. Because I'm sure if they did, it'd make them a lot of money. I know Telltale's been making a lot of games like that. Borderlands game, A Wolf Among Us. Did it say Borderlands? I think it did say Borderlands, didn't it? Game of Thrones. Was there another one? I feel like there's another series that they're doing. So they've been pretty busy. Anyway, I'm going to call it an episode here and take a bit of a nap here on the island. The Owl of Dreams. And yeah. Let's go ahead and craft this. Oh man. Oh my. We're possibly going to have a bit of an issue. I was walking by so many trees, and I wasn't picking up any of them. Gonna hope I don't regret this, because okay, good, my boat is over there. That's good. If my boat was not over there, then I would be kind of screwed. I guess I wouldn't be technically screwed. I would just have to wait for these trees to grow. So yeah. How far have I gone now? 525,000, almost 226,000 blocks from spawn now. So anyway, yeah. I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed. Check out One Finger Death Punch and The Walking Dead if they tickle your fancy or whatever you like tickled or something. And I will see you guys in the next episode. And why am I just running around wasting hunger? Quit running around and wasting hunger, Shook. See you in the next one, folks. Farewell.